Oh no, boys and girls. Weather report for Friday, December 17th, 2021. Shit show Friday. Hello.
Yeah, what are you gonna throw the link out? Or you
Greetings.
want to talk about stuff first for a little bit?
Yeah. There's one thing I wanted to talk about.
Then we'll turn it into shit show. You're gonna show your new little toy? Yeah.
No, I don't know about my toy. Okay.
No?
Petroleum jelly. Vaseline. I looked at like all the old what the old product used to look like, and I found one that's got to be from like 1900, right? The thumbnail.
Yeah. Yep.
And it was made by Cheese Bro or Chesa Bro or however you. I like Cheese Bro. Like I always wanted a Cheese Bro.
Yep.
Anyway, but that was kind of cool. But,
So
maybe we might talk about alkanes and petroleum jelly a little bit.
Yeah, so Vaseline, right? I've never tried it myself, but apparently, like, it's a very good fire starter, right? Like, if you take, if you take like cotton balls and dip them in that, and that's like I've never tried it, but I've seen it done. But
yeah,
I've never done it myself. But I guess that works really good, right?
Oh, we used to try to use it like when we worked on cars and stuff, but it really dries your skin out more than anything. But it's made out of oil, petroleum.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Well, petroleum jelly, and but we'll get into that a little bit.
Isn't it good to like? I mean, I think like survivalists use those sometimes. They'll put them, in their backpack, and even like it has resistance. Even if they get wet, it still works good or something. I think that's one of the reasons why they use them, right?
Yeah, you could you like if you rub it on cloth, it'll be waterproof, basically. So it's used for waterproofing. Yeah. And I forget what else. I don't know what the hell. My parents used to have it all the time, and I had no idea what oh no, I just put something together. Oh shit. I have no idea what mom and dad did with that stuff.
Oh, now I get what you're getting at. Okay,
yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
God, I'm 71 years old, and I just put that together.
I need to pay more attention to this stream.
Fuck. Okay.
I came up with some information about that cheese bro dude or cheese bro.
I'm trying to erase this. Okay, I'm trying to erase this from my mind. Okay. Yeah, please tell me something. Erase it. Okay.
Here, I'll just share the screen again. It's just a Wikipedia article on the guy. But see, I was thinking that Vaseline had changed hands of ownership many, many times. But apparently in 1859, he created, he clarified kerosene from the oil of sperm whales. So he messed around with whales. And then he went to Titusville, Pennsylvania, where they were starting to pump oil, and he got some rod wax, which is a kind of ironic name, given one of the uses of Vaseline.
Yep.
Was just a residue that was on some of the equipment, when they were pumping oil. So he made Vaseline, and apparently Chesebro manufacturing company owned it until 1987, and then it was purchased by the mega corporation Unilever.
Oh wow.
So
they owned it all the way from the early from the 1800s all the way to
1870s, from like 1870 to
all the way to
1987. And there's one of their original sales carts or whatever.
Look at that.
Wow. That is, and I think the font is the same.
Yeah. It does look the same. It looks very similar.
Yep.
That's interesting. Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Cool. Like, it's always really interesting to see these like old companies that last that long. Like, I had an old company that I actually did a bunch of work for near me. They were a lumberyard company that was a family owned, and way back in the 1800s, they sold like coal. They deliver coal and horse and buggy, and then eventually they get into sold oil. and then a lumber yard and a hardware store and all that. And that company was in business for, I think, 120 years. So, and they have all old pictures like that. It's always amazing to you look at the history of those companies. It's pretty cool, going way back.
Yeah, it's good. Do little studies of the history of the commerce that we take for granted.
Yep.
You know, I think I don't know when they invented Listerine, but Listerine was kind of lackluster in its sales until they decided to basically raise the issue of how bad breath is everywhere and everybody's got bad breath, when they actually really didn't. It was just a campaign to raise people's awareness so that they would buy more Listerine.
Yeah. I
mean, don't get me wrong. I've encountered plenty of people who really needed Listerine or something like it, but
but it's really rare. Like bad breath is kind of rare. So.
There are very few people who I've actually stood next to, and they could curl my hair with their breath, with the smell of their breath. Usually, it's people right after they've been smoking or something.
Yeah, or eat garlic. That'll give you bad breath.
Well, yeah, garlic.
Anything, like
that. God, I had a vegan girlfriend.
Ox says that I guess it was invented in 1879. So it was basically lackluster in its sales until through, I guess, the 30s or 40s. I'm not exactly sure when. I'm doing this off the cuff based on stuff I've heard.
So the thing is, we may as well just run through this real quick, but we're not going to spend too much time on it. But so anyway, there's that CH3 there with just, one carbon and 3 hydrogens attached to it. That's methane.
Okay.
And then if you do one and then you do another one, that's ethane. So that's 2 carbons. And like I explained the other day, you don't draw the carbons and you don't draw the hydrogens. You have to assume them. So this is CH3 and that's CH3, right? And if I add another one, I got propane. So now I have CH3, CH2, because, carbon is a Lego that only hooks up to 4 things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's hooked up to 2 hydrogens, CH2, and it's hooked up to, no cat.
That's a strange name for a chemical compound, but I'll believe you.
Forgive my ignorance on chemicals, but is that the methane would be the lowest you go with carbon?
Yeah.
That's where you start with the one line. Yeah. So
right.
Okay.
Yeah, and it would just look like 1 dot, so it's not very impressive.
That's also the thing to be the most afraid of coming out of the ocean.
And now I added one more, so now I got butane, which is butane lighter fluid.
Yep.
And then we get into pentane.
Yeah, keep going. This is kind of...
It starts, pentane starts slowly turning into gasoline. So we got pentane, and we have hexane, and we have heptane. Whoops, I'm sorry. Yeah, bonds. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's heptane, which is 7. And we have 8, which is octane. Now, if you put octane in your gas tank and you try to burn it in your engine, because it's a long chain like that, it burns very, very quickly. So it oxidizes too quickly. And oddly enough, for an octane rating, this would be an octane rating, I think, of 0 or very small, horrible gas, right? But now if you, let's see, I think we can get rid of, we'll do another one.
So here. What's the next one? Like if you add one more line, where do you go to what's the next one up?
That would be nonane, and then undosane, and then dodosane. It's 12, but I have a list of them.
I didn't realize it was that much. Yeah.
And then there's insane in the membrane.
Yeah.
But there's other things that you can do, like, now we have ethane, now we have propane, butane, pentane, and now we could do this. We could so now we have a CH, just a C, carbon and a hydrogen, right? And then a CH3 up here. And then down here, I did the same thing. And up here, I did the same thing. And this is called, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's pentane. But this is trimethyl because they call this thing here, the CH3 up here, they call that a methyl group, a CH3.
Okay.
So I have a CH3 there, one there, one there, and one there. So this is trimethyl pentane, which actually has 5, 8 carbon atoms, just like octane, and it's called an isomer. So so if you weigh the carbon and hydrogen in these two compounds, it would be identical. However, this one burns very slowly in your piston, so this one would give you an octane rating of 100. So they basically have a scale between the straight chain octane and trimethyl pentane, and they come up with your octane rating. So the closer your gasoline is to this to these branch structures, and and of course there's you can just go all over the place with these branch structures. There's all sorts of different compounds that you can do like that. So these form like spherical structures, and they burn a little bit slower than anything else. Because
so if you fill in that last gap, is that benzene?
Benzene would be a little different. Okay.
More complicated.
I didn't tell you about rings, but yeah, we have a ring here, so that's a ring.
Okay.
Right? But if you wanted to make it benzene, we'd have, okay, we'll do it like this. We'll do that. Let's see. Oh, how about this? Oh, let me just try this. Whoops. I don't know why I didn't do that. I'm still learning how to use this software. Nope, doesn't do it. Sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah, software.
We lost, I think, midnight. We lost him in record time today.
Record time, yeah. Anyway, hang on a second. Let me clean shit up here.
Apparently, he doesn't like organic chemistry.
Yeah, I got rid of my pentane. Let's not get that to that for a minute.
Okay.
Well, okay,
that's fine. That's fine. I know I ask questions sometimes out of left field.
Yeah, we're talking about alkanes for now. Okay, so we have these odd branch structures where we can go all over the place and create gasoline. So your gasoline is actually a mixture of a whole bunch of these things that sort of look like that, right? And as you get up a little higher, as you get into 12, if we went to, okay, that's octane, that's nonane, undecane, dodecane, a little higher than that, it starts getting waxy and you end up with paraffin. And if you go a little bit higher than that, if you go up to, I think 15 to 20, you end up with mineral oil.
Yeah, I was going to say, you eventually would get to crude oil, basically, right?
Well, you get crude oil is like a mixture of everything. The reason it's
yeah,
it's black because it has some carbon in it.
Yeah, all the different shit in it.
Yeah, and
that's why it has to be refined and all that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so mineral oil is a highly refined, probably a 15 carbon alkane. Okay, these are called alkanes. So, let's see. Alkane. So that's how you call it. That's how you say that. Now, if we took this one and let's see here. If we made it a double bond right there, which means there's a CH there, a CH there, a CH2 there, CH, because of course carbon always has to have 4. Yep. Then what we have is called an alkene.
So really good chemists, when you just draw these things out, they can probably tell you exactly what it is just by looking at that.
They can give you,
pretty close to what
you remember a few of them, but you quickly forget them.
And yeah, because there's too many, obviously, right?
There's probably a chart on the wall or something to go by.
Alkenes burn a little faster too when you have that double bond. Okay. And then if we draw one like this, okay, we go right here and draw one carbon. Oh, wrong.
Yeah, because alkene is getting close to kerosene, right? That would be.
No, kerosenes are typically, I think, anywhere from 12 to about maybe 18 or no, 12 to about 14 carbon atoms, but they're highly branched, and it's also dirty. Kerosene is dirty. So it has other compounds mixed into it. So your gasoline, the reason it, there's a lot else mixed into it. But if you refine just one of these alkanes, you'll end up with something like mineral oil. You'll end up with something very pure.
I don't want to get off subject, but like, have you ever used kerosene, and have you ever seen it like when it's burning, or it like goes, like the flame goes out and it starts billowing that white smoke? Have you ever seen that happen?
Yeah.
And that shit is flammable. And then all of a sudden it'll ignite and it friggin' blows up. You ever seen that?
What it's doing is it's vaporizing some of the more volatile compounds, and then they blow up.
Yeah.
And of course that's why gasoline blows up. But here I have two carbons, right? Two like that. Yep. Okay, and now I've made an alkene, which is ethene, and now with three bonds like that. And it looks kind of weird, but there's a carbon there and a carbon there, and there's three bonds, and that is called an alkyne. And that particular alkyne that we're looking at here is, okay, so I'll go up here. Hang on a second. Alkyne. Whoops. I got a little happy with the keyboard. So that's an alkyne. And this particular one is acetylene, which you use for welding.
Yep.
Okay. That's two carbons right there. Yeah. Okay. And then if you go, let's see here. Let me see if I can find the right thing. I will show you something else as long as we're on the subject. There'll be about half of the audience who can be bored as shit with this stuff, but I think it's pretty fascinating to look at the actual structure of products that we've, had around the house forever, right?
Not all audience members. Materialist Dan is appreciating this.
Yeah, can we do choke a Christian day today?
Choke a Christian?
Yeah, I'd like to choke them sometimes when it's the freak. Yup, it was a Christian that invented all that. Yep.
Oh my God.
You just want to choke them when they say shit like that.
So here's a nice little table. You can see my alkanes, right?
Yep.
And it's showing the carbons. There's alkene, which is that one's ethene. This is ethane. And this is acetylene. I don't know why they named it that way, but that's an alkyne. So there's three bonds there, right? We're looking at the upper left. I haven't figured out how to get a mouse pointer for PowerPoint yet.
How to get it to show up? Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, and then down below, okay, and on the lower left, we have methane, ethane, propane, butane, pentane, hexane, heptane, octane, nonane, and decane, which is 10. And over here on the right, we have the melting points of a whole bunch of them. There's undecane or undecane, I think.
This is melting.
Dodecane, triodecane, which is 13. And then around pentadecane is where you get into Vaseline or mineral oil. And then around 25 and above, you start to get to like around icosane here with 20. You get around, now you're getting into Vaseline. So Vaseline is like, I think 25 to something else. And you keep going higher and higher, and it gets, you can see the liquids and the solids and the gas. So the more carbons you get, the more solid it gets, and you end up with paraffin.
Yep. See, this is the thing about science and chemistry and things like that I really appreciate, is that there is a predictable system to it. You know how these things are going to form. You can anticipate it, and then you go and you take something like Accounting 1 or Accounting Tool 2, where nothing builds on anything, and it's just like a bunch of random rules or something.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that's probably, well, yeah, let's see. We can get to, maybe we can just.
So this stuff,
because
once you start getting the hang of it, you can learn pretty quickly, right? Like, seems that way anyway. Like, get the hang of it.
This is some stuff down here that we'll get into. Glycerol, which is how you get into cell membranes. So where we're headed is cell membranes, right?
Oh, okay.
That's kind of what we're headed for. So, but anyway, if you do, let's see if I can do I want to do that, and then I want to do that, and then I want to do this, and then I want to do that, and that, and that. Okay, that is a hexane because it has 6, but it's cyclohexane because the carbon looped around and hooked back to itself, right? Okay?
Yep.
So that's hexane. Okay, but benzene is an aromatic compound, and it has these double bonds. It has 3 double bonds.
Oh, okay.
So that's benzene. Okay. And then, of course, you can hook things up. So that's methylbenzene.
I know I've heard the phrase benzene rings pretty much all my life for some reason. So
yep,
I knew they had to complete a little pentagon right here, or that's a hexagon. I'm sorry.
And there's something else I probably should show you just for the hell of it. And I just want to make sure I get it right. So I'm double checking myself. So I have 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Mad Ducks wants to know where the genetic code comes in on all this. Mad Ducks asked me to ask you that. Just to.
Did he really?
Yeah. I figured he'd get a.
What did you say this application was called? Chemdoodle. Chemdoodle, Nestle. Chemdoodle.
It costs $15 a month, unfortunately, to get an unlocked version of it. They have a trial. They have a trial version where you're limited in stuff. So it's pretty damn expensive. Professor Dave is the one that turned me on to this. So anyway, this little compound right here where I have I have 1, 2, 3. So I have a propane hooked up to a benzene, right? Ooh. And then I have an NH2 down here. That's amphetamine.
Oh, that was one of your favorites, right? Way back in the
so
day.
It's that benzene ring plus the NH2 that makes an amphetamine?
Yep. Yeah, that happens to resemble serotonin neurotransmitters and other neurotransmitters, and it locks into your brain fairly well. So, but now then if we take this and, no, I didn't want to do that.
We have a question from KCA Randy.
Benzene,
isn't benzene dangerous?
Benzene, well, it's a solvent, and yeah, it burns like a motherfucker, and I wouldn't want to be breathing it. But right there, I put a little methyl group onto the nitrogen. Now that's methamphetamine.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And now if you take right here and you put a oxygen there,
isn't this
you have
bad
Sudafed.
for you?
So this is Sudafed. This is the stuff that you take for decongestant, right?
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So I don't want to tell you any more about how you go from
acetaminophen. Where's acetaminophen? Is that in there somewhere?
Acetaminophen we could find fairly easily, I think, if you give me a minute. I can show you.
That's just Tylenol, but yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. We'll take a look at acetaminophen.
So it's amazing how just kind of the structure of it, if it's similar, it can interfere with or enhance, processes in the body and the brain.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm finding it. Paracetamol is what they call it in England, right?
Yeah.
Paracetamol. Let's see if I can find this in the database. What is going on?
You're being accused of Breaking Bad now.
Yeah, I know. I saw that too. Yeah.
Oh well, don't listen to this, kids. Oh, let's see. Okay, so whoops, there you go. So there's your paracetamol, acetaminophen. So you see it's got a benzene, it's got a little hydroxyl group, this is called an OH, which makes an alcohol. And then it has a nitrogen there, and it has another carbon hooked up to an oxygen with a double bond, which is a carbonyl group. And then it has another CH3 up here. So that's acetaminophen. So see how they're all pretty much related? And you can go from one to another. So as soon as you learn that little ring, that aromatic ring, or benzene ring, or they call it an aryl group, I believe, as soon as you'll see those everywhere, that sort of thing. Okay, so enough of that. Enough of that?
Yeah, it depends. Good. I want you to poll the audience.
Poll the audience. Oh, we'll go further day by day. At some point, I'm going to try to turn this into an actual video and go through it so that people can review it fairly quickly. But, that's like once you learn these little tricks about, how carbon likes to hook up to 4 things, oxygen likes to hook up to 2 things, nitrogen likes to hook up to 3 things, bromine and chlorine like 1 thing, and neon doesn't give a fuck about anything at all, so it hooks up to nothing. So neon, kind of
antisocial.
Yeah, it's very antisocial.
Has that antisocial, I forget what it's called.
Yep. Yeah, there's what is it? Krypton, xenon, neon, helium. Those things they're happy the way they are. They don't like to hook up to other things. Okay, and hydrogen likes to hook up to 1 thing. So as long as you learn those things, you can decipher a great deal of the chemistry that you're looking at. And I think it's important for us Evo atheists. I love that term. What should we call them? Creo believers and Evo atheists. And we tend to fight. So anyway, speaking of atheists, so tonight is my company Christmas party, but I'm not going. I'm pretty sad.
Do you want me to put the link out?
Oh, yeah, put the link out. Okay, and the reason I'm not going, I was advised not to talk about my channel or atheism or any of the usual political incorrect. And I mean, they have a point. I did say hookers are my dead hookers are my spirit animal at the last Christmas party.
Oh man.
But anyway, I was cautioned, so I decided not to go. And the other thing, it's a kind of a party where they're going to have games and stuff like that. So anyway, but it occurred to me that if I had been a Muslim, or if I had been a Jehovah's Witness, I don't think they would have said the same things to me, would they have? As they feel free to say to an atheist.
No.
Do you detect a little skewed bias there? I mean, atheism is something that nobody has any problem telling you to shut your fucking mouth and not talk about it. But when it comes to your believerism and your miracles and all that stuff, well, people are a little more gentle, They're so much.
It's the smell of privilege.
I find that fairly interesting. Well, it's interesting that a fellow atheist told me that, basically told me to, keep my mouth shut at the Christmas party, that sort of thing.
This, you remind of Romania of something. So
I did.
Yeah. Speaking of dead hookers, I'll try to join before long. I don't know what he means by that, but you triggered that memory or that impulse
I triggered
there.
something in him. Okay, so
people don't like understand real life things. That's why they have a emotional problem with facts and stuff. People wanting it to be like in awe or something in their imagination more than facts and stuff.
I think it might be a little deeper than that. I notice also that I go on about the ageism thing. People judge you based on your age. They think they know what your opinions are based on how old you are. And I've heard particularly you youngins like to basically talk about old people and class us all together. What is it called when you take a few?
I don't do that.
When you take a few examples and you class a whole bunch of people together, what is that
I believe the answer is stereotype.
Yeah, there's other words for it too. Not perhaps not as nice. Anyway, this is PragerU, and I thought this was kind of cool. There's something called amoeba mandering.
But amoeba mandering.
Amoeba mandering. It's something that the Republican Party is going to be doing shortly. So they used to do gerrymandering, but now they're going to do amoeba mandering. But
and pray tell, what is amoeba mandering?
I'll explain it.
Please do.
We have to unmute the site. Let's make sure you can hear this. This is PragerU.
Workforce with them. No one is talking to them saying, don't screw it up when you move to this new place. Okay.
Right.
I got to leave California, Silicon Valley, because this place sucks. And so they end up coming here and they want to vote the same way. Now, there are individuals that
he's from Texas
that are leaving California, Illinois, New York, and New Jersey for all the right reasons. But when you have this mass transplant, and I call it the Locust effect. I mean, people go to the, very good, thriving fertile grounds like California used to be, and they chew it up and destroy it. And then they look and see where else they can go.
The Rubin report.
Where do you think some of the, say, disaffected liberals, maybe libertarians, like the wider group right now that I think I've been saying for a while, it's sort of woke versus everybody. And it's our job as everybody to kind of figure out how we can work together, how we can disagree and agree to disagree, et cetera. How do you think that thing can work? Or do you think that thing can work?
I do think it can work, and it has to be based upon individual rights, freedoms, and liberties. And
yeah, they talk good. And he does mention vaccines here in about 2 minutes. But anyway, so the Republicans are basically complaining that people are moving out of California. The woke liberals are moving out of California because they destroyed California. And now they're moving to Texas, to Austin. And he mentions Austin quite a bit in this because Austin is a pretty liberal city compared to the rest of Texas. Mm-hmm. And they have solved this problem of Republicans not getting elected when the woke locusts attack them from California. We know it's a problem. They've solved it by gerrymandering. And so I think the next thing is going to be amoeba mandering, where like an amoeba is a one-celled organism that sends out pseudopods and it engulfs little bits of food. And so with amoeba mandering, they could basically draw little tiny circles around the woke liberal's house and make that part of one, jurisdiction. And it's just something I think is coming.
Yeah, they've got different kinds of software that can help them divide states up however they want it.
Yeah, and they can have this amoeba effect, so they can create a district based on amoeba mandering. So it's next. Anyway, this guy is oh God. Should we listen to more or should we just fuck it?
It's up to you. I'm not really into listening to political types talk. To me, that's kind of a waste of effort and electrons.
Yeah, he goes on about how making people get he went to where did he go? He went to oh God damn it. I got to do it. I'm sorry. I only watched a few minutes of it. Okay. So.
Okay.
And, I'll give you a case in point. Just recently, I was up in New York City and, went out to get something to eat after, a Fox interview and everything. And I walked into this diner and the guy asked me, "Where's your COVID shot card?" And I said, "I don't have a COVID shot card. I'm visiting here from Texas." He said, "Well, you can't eat here." I think that's going to be the thing that unites people, because I remember my mother and father, once upon a time, they were told that they couldn't eat in certain places because of their skin color. But now we're being told we can't eat in certain places because someone has decided that we have to get this thing injected into our bodies. And I really believe that when people start to hear that they no longer have control over their own bodies, that's going to be a rallying cry.
Okay, what about control?
Oh my God, the irony is just sizzling.
What about control over your own business, right? Isn't that something that they were just going on about when basically bakers didn't want to bake cakes for certain marriages?
Right.
What about gerrymandering?
Amoeba mandering.
No, gerrymandering.
Is that gerrymandering?
That's gerrymander.
Who the hell is that?
His actual name is Corey Forrester. He's a comedian. So.
Hi, I'm Jerry Mander, and I'm running for senator in the great state of Georgia. You can tell I'm on your side because, well, I'm dressed like you, even though this is the only circumstance in which that would be the case. I'd like to talk to you today about the real issue that real Americans are facing. Homeless people using the free Wi-Fi in McDonald's. People teaching their dog to say happy holidays. Coffee shop employees refusing to stand when I play the national anthem on my phone. Daycare employees should be forced to open carry. Barbie dolls should have noticeable vaginas as to not promote a binary lifestyle. I'm Jerry Mander, and I believe all of this stuff as long as you'll vote for me. Hi, I'm Jerry Mander, and I'm running for senator.
Oh my God. You got a link, Peter, in private chat?
So what you need to do is you need to follow this guy on Twitter because he's awesome. I mean,
is that in? Can you give me a link to that video in private chat?
Okay. Copy. Yeah. Fuck just happened.
We have Santa Pete. Santa Peter.
Santa Pete? Isn't the centipede something with a lot of legs?
Yeah.
Peter,
I had one as a kid.
Santa Peter. Anyway,
okay.
Let's see what else is going on. I don't think anything
Copy.
else.
Paste. There you go.
Thank you, Peter. Oh, that's from Twitter? Isn't there a YouTube link for people who don't want to twit?
Say again.
For
he's
people
he's on YouTube as well.
Well, that's where I'm looking for a YouTube link because I don't know what the fuck is this. Oh, let's see. Does he have a YouTube link here?
Daycare employee.
Nope. No, he doesn't. Okay. So I need a YouTube
yes,
link.
he does.
Yeah,
he does have a YouTube link. Okay, here you go. Old people and finding things on the internet. Always going to be a problem.
Peter, do you have any idea? Do you have any idea how much work I have to do around here? You think I can fucking search down links when you got healthy fingers? Fucking kids today don't want to do any fucking work at all. God damn. Okay. I'll put it in description. Good enough. There was something else. Jungle jargon.
He had a chat with David P. Neff.
He did.
He did.
What's happening? I don't know what's happening right now. Oh, that's weird. It's buffering. That's what's happening.
I hate it.
Born of a virgin.
Yeah.
Of course, he would have to be born of a virgin. That's basically
Foreskin.
the only way Messiah could be born, because he.
Foreskin. I just wanted to say, I like jungle jargon. He's a nice guy, but buffering is his usual state of mind.
Okay, he's talking about the messianic prophecies.
The seed of the woman, descendant of Seth, Shem, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Judah, Boaz and Ruth, Jesse, David, and Zerubbabel. Born of a virgin. Of course, he would have to be born of a virgin. That's basically the only way Messiah could be born, because he has to be God.
Why?
Yeah, it's just bullshit. It's just made up shit.
Well, David asked him.
Can you demonstrate that for me? Can you demonstrate in the text that this is going to be a double fulfillment? And once again, the real problem here is that the word Halma means the young woman, not a virgin. So there's no prophecy about a virgin birth anywhere in this particular text.
Yeah. Yeah, the Alma is a young maiden, but the point being that she would have to be a virgin for her to be the mother of Messiah.
Okay.
Why?
Again, how do you know that?
Yeah, that
God,
Anakin's
he's not going to be using a secondhand woman for his son to be born.
Secondhand woman.
Yep. You got it.
My goodness.
Oh, I love Christian.
You gotta love your secondhand women.
Secondhand women.
Oh, so, where's Gurr? Where did Gurr? But anyway, yeah, he's reading his entire Christian theology back into the Old Testament. Only somebody who's motivated by that could make that a predictive prophecy.
So,
and he
on
said
your wedding night,
also.
Okay. On your wedding night, she's a virgin, right? Until after the wedding night, and then she becomes a secondhand woman. Forever.
You sell them in a garage sale or something? Is that what you do?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
And he also said it was the only way is to be born normally.
Yeah,
I mean,
born
without
a
the guy though, I guess. But
yeah.
But I'm saying, as in, can't it be like rib from Adam? Like there was another way, and coming from the dirt and stuff. So how?
Yeah, those are secondhand rib. There's nothing.
My mind wanders, and we don't get a lot of these fundies here in the Netherlands. But can any of you tell me if Christians are born again, do they have two belly buttons?
No.
See, that's just fake.
But I mean, think
how
about
would
these
you know
requirements.
that?
Okay, think about the requirement for a second. Okay, if a man had sex with her once, okay, she was a virgin, and he had sex with her, and then the Messiah was born, the man having sex with her once makes her a secondhand virgin or secondhand woman. So, I mean, it's the same fucking birth, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's why you need to become a Muslim. Because if you're a Muslim and you're good, then you get to heaven and you get the 60 virgins. And these virgins are specially created for you in heaven. And all they want to do is pleasure you.
Didn't Jesus have siblings?
Do these Christians listen to them? Yeah, but they were born, they had to be younger, right? Otherwise, she wouldn't have been. Like, okay, she was married to Joseph, but she was still a virgin. So Joseph had what? Erectile dysfunction?
Who did?
What the fuck?
What?
I heard a long time ago that there was like old tablets that finally been found or something that talk about Jesus' siblings or something, or kids or something, or had a wife. I can't remember. A whole bunch of different things.
I think there were a couple of things like that. I don't know. Anyway. Oh my
or
God.
graves even.
I do despair. Do they ever listen to themselves, Christians? before they talk.
Well, they listen to it, but they also listen to it along with the explanations that have been given to them over and over.
They should listen to Jerry Mander.
Amoeba Mander.
Hi, I'm Jerry Mander, and I'm running for Congress in the great state of Georgia. I believe that school shootings are God's way of saying that learning is a sin. No, my kids will not be wearing a mask. I need to see the look on their face when I tell them their gay uncle is going to spend an eternity in hell. The Democrats want to shut down the economy and turn Santa into a Puerto Rican. I don't believe in taxes, unless they're for war, in which case I like to refer to them as Daddy's little missile coupons. I represent what I like to call the real America. In the real America, when we roll up our sleeves, it ain't to fist someone. I believe in a woman's right to choose which Pioneer Woman cookbook I'm getting her for Christmas. That's right. I don't believe in abortion. I believe that life begins the moment a man says, "I'm sorry, this usually never happens to me." Here's a little statistic that the fact surgeons on the loony left won't tell you. 100% of abortions could have been prevented if the fetus had a gun. Yep, call me old-fashioned, but I believe in three things: freedom, liberty, and that November is truck month. The Democrats want to take your hard-earned money and use it to sew titties on your papaw. Well, not on my watch. I'm Jerry Mander, and I approve this message.
That's hilarious.
Oh, that is pretty good. Anyway.
If fetuses had guns, they could have defended themselves. I do declare.
I love that one. I'm going to have to use that one at the Christmas party, which I'm not going to.
Okay, I did hear you mention that.
You should have gone for the Christmas party and wear a big button. I support Jerry Mander, and then when people ask you, play these videos.
I think I'm going to tell people my candidate of choice is Jerry Mander.
I think so. Yeah, he had me at fetuses with guns, man. That's right where I live.
Yeah, so Speed, I did catch a little bit of the stream where you said that one of your coworkers, or maybe it was one of your bosses, told you not to talk about the stuff that you talk about.
Yep.
Don't be yourself, whatever you do, Speed.
Well, I mean, I get that, since it's the whole, don't talk about politics and religion nonsense, especially when it's at work. But still, I mean, do what?
Christmas party, the religious people love to talk about religion.
That's a good point. That's a fair point. Never mind what I said. I think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they're bringing
what was on his trucker hat? The Jerry Mandarin's trucker hat. What was on it? What was
Daddy's little missile coupon?
Jerry Mander. That's hilarious. I've never heard of this guy. I get the reference, gerrymandering.
Yeah, but have you run into the bias against atheism? It's like, don't like when I was in North Carolina and they told me I couldn't say atheist at work. I couldn't say the word at work.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet you everyone can talk about Jesus, though.
Yeah, you can.
That's so.
Have you proposed that they have a filter just like they have on YouTube, that certain words are filtered out?
I know, that's what I need on my mouth. Well, they got a point, because I did.
What you need is Aunt Lita.
Yeah.
What you need is Aunt Lita.
Hey y'all, it's your Aunt Lita. Well, it's finally official. For about the 38th time, Donald Trump lost the election. I know. I'm as surprised as you are. I was certain that the crackhead pillow salesman dressed like Jose Canseco in a Payless commercial had his shit together. But as it turns out, the evidence they had was about as real as the titties on a Panama City belly button piercer. Now, I know all you Trump supporters are sad, but look on the bright side. You'll be dead soon, and then you can meet Dale Earnhardt and find out that he would have thought you were a dipshit. No, Keith, I agree, but we can't call him that no more. We got to say dipshit. No, I agree. You just can't call him that no more. You can still say it in the house. Well, anyways, I'm sure we can put this whole thing behind us now, and y'all can admit that y'all lost fair and square in a purely democratic and American process, right? No, of course you won't, you hypocritical pieces of shit. I swear, y'all make my pussy drier than trying to lick a stamp after 30 minutes on a Peloton. Anyways, until next time, it's your Aunt Lita saying that I hope there's bed bugs in that new pillow of yours and they crawl into your dick hole, you dipshits.
Was that the same guy?
Yep.
Speed is like, well, yeah, Speed. If you're being a dick,
you know what?
it.
Speed. Here's an idea. He has another character that is the Buttercream Dream, who's a wrestler. Obviously, he's the European champion, and he does cameos. So someone should pay for that and have him make a cameo about answers in atheism.
That would be cool. And I can play it at the Christmas party.
Yeah, and then maybe you get some viewers someday.
Because Peter, we don't want viewers here. Viewers just fuck things up. Okay, they like look on the right. Okay, just scroll through the chats on my videos. They have all these comments where they're like telling me what I should do and how I should improve things.
I hate that shit.
You, Peter.
I mean, I told you, but if you don't listen, you don't listen. You stick at what, 503 subscribers?
No, I'm like every now and then it dips down to 499 again. Do they take my community? Do they take my community page away or my little meme page?
No, that's me pulling back my sock accounts and then see you do a sad and then I'll resubscribe with all my sock accounts.
Yeah,
just to keep you floating above 500.
Yeah, that's kind of my goal in life is to have 500 subs for the rest of my life. Like,
you still have your community page. You still have your community page, but there's only one entry on it. So it's like, what's the point?
Speed, may I suggest do a poll? I know when I could first start posting community posts, before doing polls was a thing, one day I did a poll and I think I got like 50 votes on it, which is good for my little channel. Mm-hmm. But if I post like a regular post, I might get, 5 likes. I think maybe the highest I've gotten is 30 likes. But the polls, people love voting in polls. And that can really, it'll help gauge how many people see your post.
It's always been automatic with me that when I vote in a poll, I always hit the like button on the community thing.
Oh, well, that's good. That helps.
It's been a habit. I mean, it's some sort of psychological trick. It's not me. It's just something I do, and I'm not even aware I'm doing it. But I'll click my answer, and I'll go down and click the thumbs up.
Oh, that's good. I hope you do that with all my community posts, even though I haven't done any in a while.
I completely zoned out. I just saw Speed naked on a pole.
Cool.
What are you doing looking at Speed naked on a pole?
Another idea. Another
kind of porn you look at?
Oh, Speed, Materialist Dan deserves a wrench, I think.
Yeah. Throw a wrench to him.
Why didn't he have a wrench? Everybody has a wrench.
I mean, if the Freak has a wrench, Materialist Dan definitely needs a wrench.
Yeah, Lucky 7 Wolfen needs a wrench.
I'm trying to find him. Stephanie Trent. Does Stephanie not have a wrench?
No, Speed. You gave her a wrench, but you know what? Never mind. It's your channel. You do what you want to do.
We took it away, right?
Yeah, you had to take it away.
Yeah.
Although she did stand up for me. I can't remember whose stream it was. They were talking about me in some stream. It was either praise or I can't remember. But she was like, "Yeah, actually, Gert's a nice guy." I was scrolling through the live chat after it had gone up because I heard them talking about me, and I was like, "You know what? She's not so bad. I gotta stop being so harsh on her." Or hard on her, rather.
Yeah, Lucky 7 Wolfen, and then KCA Randy doesn't have a.
Oh, thanks, CRISPR.
So Nestle had a comment. Nestle had a comment about the war on Christmas, which I missed. Did you hear Trump talking about?
Oh wait, Crispy, I didn't get that until just now. I thought you were saying you always give my polls a thumbs up, not what you said. Sorry, Speed. Go ahead.
Did you hear how Trump claims he won the war on Christmas?
Like, oh my God! Every time I think that dude cannot get any more fucking cringe, he gets more cringe.
He said,
what war on Christmas?
People since 2016, people are starting to say Merry Christmas again because he won the war on Christmas. But then he meandered off and he started saying, yeah, but they can't say other words like Jefferson or Lincoln or Washington. This is a real interview he did night before last.
I'd tell you, the right's perceived war on Christmas is so silly. What kills me is they think a business should have the right to discriminate against gay people. But that same company cannot have policies that say, hey, say happy holidays instead of Merry Christmas. If any of those.
Or just have a red damn cup. If you have a red cup, but it doesn't say Merry
I remember that. That was.
Yeah.
There was an upset about that, 3 or 4 years ago?
There was.
Maybe longer. And you know who popularized it? That Joshua Feuerstein, whatever his name is, the guy who looked like Kevin. What's that guy's name? Kevin Smith? No, not Kevin Smith. Anyway, he was this guy. He would always wear his red hat backwards, like he was a lead singer for Limp Bizkit, and he would say, "Yeah, Starbucks, they're putting out red cups that don't say anything about Christmas on it during Christmas time. We need to boycott Starbucks." And then the next day he posted about how people get so easily offended. And it's like, wow, you're the one who's easily offended. You fucking idiot. I need to do a video about him. He's old news, though.
Fastest evolving regions of the human genome. Oh, my. Oh, my, boys and girls. That's exciting.
That is exciting.
I'm excited.
All right, let me see.
The Leaky Found. They've been putting out some good videos here lately.
Oh, what do we got here?
Ben
15 minutes long. I will have to watch that.
Can suck it. Okay, there we go. I feel better.
Oh, so anyway, did you decide about Christmas dinner there, girl?
I still don't know what the hell you're talking about.
You were fucking trolling me the other day. It took me like 5 months to figure it out, right?
This was the first time you figured it out of the 5 times or so that
come on. I figured it out. I figured it out after the first turkey dinner incident. Like, okay, but I thought you were like legitimately asking me questions, and I just wanted...
I could hear the hurt in your voice when you said, "Wait, you're not really asking? You're just trolling me?"
Oh, fuck you.
I almost felt bad.
What an asshole. I really like talking about cooking, right?
Yeah, food is a fun topic to talk about.
Yeah, and then you're like trolling the shit out of me. Like,
and for anyone who doesn't know, what happened was it was backstage after the stream ended. Speed's like, "Okay, I've got to go. I've got a large dinner to cook." And what I do is I'll ask him questions because I'm trying to delay him leaving for as long as I can before he realizes what's happening.
You asked him about the stuffing right that day.
Yeah. And then I gave you advice on butter, which was like a 10-minute story that could have been wrapped up in one sentence.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you know, I'm always so polite. You know, I would never do this to you.
I was nice, girl. I was nice. I let it go but after a while, it was okay. And
you know what, David? That's true. You did not say you knew what I was doing, but you did not blow it.
Absolutely. I let it go to see how long it would take, and finally, it was like, okay, I'm starting to feel bad now. I need to step in.
The next time I talk to Dr. Josh, I'm going to do that too. He's going to be like, "All right, I've got to go." And I'm going to say, wait. Out of curiosity, how long did it take you to write your book?
Yeah.
And then,
girl, you get the courage to call into one of his shows. I really and troll him. You have to do that.
Oh, I plan on it.
Yep.
You know, we were always so cool. Then one day, out of nowhere, he started trolling me, and I was like, "Okay, I'm really good at this game. You don't want to face me."
Oh, it's social justice for Jesus. Well, that's pretty good. Anyway, Gert, that may backfire on you someday.
Probably. If karma is real, I'm in deep shit.
Well, I mean, talk about dry as a desert. You were doing a good job.
Yeah, I have this magical ability. You know what? Never mind. That's going too far.
Social justice for Jesus.
You know, what I don't get is how is calling someone an SJW or a social justice warrior, how is that an insult? How is that degrading?
I know.
Like, okay, so I think, I don't know. I think that there's police brutality, especially against black people. Oh, you're just an SJW. It's like, okay.
Yep.
What in the couple of words, social justice warrior, which word do you have a problem with?
I think it's social, maybe.
Yeah, it's kind of like somebody insulting you and saying you look like you're in good shape. It's like, oh, thank you. I think. Not that I get told that because I am not in shape. I used to be until this stupid pandemic hit.
Oh my God.
That's my excuse anyway. I'm drinking coffee, so I might be a little chatty. I'm sorry if I'm chatty. I'm a chatty Kathy.
I was on the path to losing weight. I think I lost like 12 pounds, and then I just got so used to Wendy's and McDonald's.
Oh, I hear you.
Again. It's just like,
what are you having for Christmas dinner, Speed? You do turkey?
Fuck you, David. Fucking asshole.
You know what, Speed? The bad thing is, the sad thing rather, is now anytime somebody asks you about dinner and your dinner plans, you're always going to think that.
Yeah, I'm going to bite their head off.
You're going to turn into that old guy at the grocery store that forgot to take his medication.
I was actually serious, I was actually kind of curious about it. What are you,
David? You know that Speed can eat pretty much everything at Christmas dinner, right? Because he keeps in shape.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my God. But I said, okay, you're not supposed to order sex.
The poll. Okay,
Peter.
Took me a minute.
Peter,
I'm
it's a violation of
I'm doing another one of my famous prime ribs for Christmas dinner this time.
That's what I'm doing too. Is prime. Prime.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Speaking of prime rib,
it's got some prime ribs there.
I was talking about doing a turkey too. I might cook that because not everybody likes prime rib. So.
I was thinking about doing a stream on veganism because that always gets people riled up.
Shh, be quiet. Midnight here.
Salutations.
This room just got a little brighter. I appreciate you, Midnight.
Har, 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 har. How you doing, grr?
Hi, Midnight.
I'm doing great.
What are you cooking for Christmas?
Well, I'm cooking nothing. I'm going to my aunt's house.
That's the best way to do it. Can your aunt cook?
Yep.
Yes.
I hope so.
What is she cooking? What is she having?
I don't know. Probably take out. I don't know.
Listen, I don't mean to brag, but I'm really good at using a microwave.
Okay, Wild Heart.
Hey, that's rude.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Speaking of Wild Heart, my next stream I want to talk about is I'm pro prostitution. Change my mind.
Well, hold on. Well, aren't you having a stream in like an hour?
Hour and a half, yes.
Oh, it's gonna be a shit show, isn't it?
So
when are they not shit shows? Except when Becca was on. Well, there's been a few other times. Well, it's weird. My streams, they are all over the place. It'll be just chaotic dumpster fire, and then it'll be a really intellectual conversation, and then it's dick jokes.
Chaos Monkey.
Social justice warrior.
Really?
I like that, Chaos Monkey. Is that a name of a brand or a band, or what is that?
It's a testing software company, and I use this icon for work when I'm, I have a programming job.
That fits you, Speed.
I love Chaos Monkey.
I'm here to shoot a gun and eat a banana.
So, girl, are you going to have any information about like how they do it in other countries that have legalized prostitution?
No, mine is more of a principle standpoint. Well, there's also some practicability to it, or I don't know words. For example, women that are enslaved and they're forced into it against their will. That shit I do not support at all. But if a woman decides, okay, I want to sell my body, like I want to sell sexual favors for money, and if they have a boss, the boss cannot mistreat them, because just like in any workplace, you can get sued to hell and back, as it should be. So yeah. But as far as statistics go, that's a good idea. I need to look into that. As long as it's legal. If it's not legal, then
that's what I mean. Like, you know, how places that have legal prostitution, how they handle and manage all that. Usually it's because like the people, the sex workers can unionize, you know, employment procedures can be instituted.
Yeah. You know, it's on because if it's legalized, it can be treated as an actual established business. And there can be testing and procedures, and also taxes. If a woman is mistreated, or a guy for that matter, they can have actual legal representation, and they don't have to run away. They can't, like right now, if a prostitute gets mistreated and abused, they can't really do anything about it because it's already an illegal activity. But when it's legal, just like if you work for a doctor's office or fucking selling T-shirts at Walmart, you do have legal rights. So yeah, I just think it all flows.
In Nevada, in like Reno, I think it's Reno, right?
I think
there's one place. There's one place in Nevada, one county or something, where it's legal.
Yeah, and they do testing. Yeah,
and obviously. No minors, have to be adults, have to be consenting, and it has to be safe. So yeah, I mean, legal and regulated, Gur. Yes, thank you, Benghazi. I guess.
Yes.
Fuck you,
by the way, I really love how you got it. You know, and guys as an afterthought.
Well, yeah, because I mean, it's not just women who.
No, I know,
should
but
be able
to
sell
like,
themselves.
Yeah, it was just like an afterthought, like.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, after I said it, I was like, wait, I need to be more exclusive, not inclusive. I'm an SJW.
Bro. Jesus was a cross-dresser. So Chris,
I saw that the other day.
That pisses off on Tangelo.
Oh, I think. No,
I got all upset over that.
Wait, David. Yeah. This literally just now happened. You said the name Otangelo.
Yeah.
And he's in the chat.
Speed. Can you play the song, Speed?
Oh no! Did he show? Is Otangelo here?
I did something, and I just now got a response. It's as if David triggered it.
Yes.
What'd you do? On Twitter or something?
Yeah.
You blocked? What did he?
Oh wow, you're blocked.
Yeah. It probably is because I sent out a tweet, and among the people who responded was PZ Myers. I sent out this.
This gets timed out in every chat I'm about it. After the transphobic stunt he pulled to get at Dillahunty, he was whining about it, and someone told him he could apologize. I think he needs to ask Jesus how, because his attempt is pathetic.
Yeah, agreed.
I did never say that I would kill my daughter.
Yeah.
The only way to
he was whining at Titan Uranus, and Titan Uranus said, "Well, you know where to find Peter. He's on Twitter." So he sent me this. And that was a while ago, November 27th, but I only responded to it today. I got back on Twitter today.
Okay, he didn't say that he would kill his daughter, but he would not say he wouldn't.
Right, he didn't answer it. Right.
Which was the second tweet I tweeted out, that it took several minutes to press him for an answer, and still the answer wasn't no.
Yeah.
Yep.
Next time, you ought to just ask him again. Okay, for the record, would you kill your daughter if God asked you to? Let's just settle this here and now. Maybe you changed your mind, and just see what he would say.
I'm not going to ask him anymore. I have so much fun timing him out. I timed him out on Ross channel twice.
Have you considered that his daughter may find YouTube and hear that little thing? I mean,
hold on.
That was mentioned. Somebody mentioned that.
She'd be like
that
those
exact
cows,
thing. Yeah.
She'd be like those cows on South Park, when people talk about eating beef.
Yeah, what's the guy's name that interviewed or they were having the discussion? He mentioned that. He said, "Are you concerned? Someday your daughter may see this, because what goes on the internet stays on for a long time. Stays on forever." And he did mention that. Phil, right? His name was.
Yeah.
Ferguson, right? Phil Ferguson.
Phil Ferguson.
Yeah.
Who's making something? Making dinner? Are you making dinner, girl?
No,
sorry,
that's not me.
Midnight.
Midnight's making dinner.
I just want to know if Midnight brought enough for everybody.
So Peter, he didn't have you blocked. He just blocked you recently, or
he blocked me just a few minutes ago. The moment you talked about it, I saw that I was blocked.
Yeah.
The moment you said Otangelo, I looked at my Twitter account and someone responded to it, and I hovered over it and saw, hey, I'm blocked. So
that was
this probably got me. This is probably what got me blocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw that debate. The debate was pretty cool. Ian wrote that debate for Kent Hovind, but Kent Hovind blew him off. Basically, he wouldn't. I think SFT told Kent Hovind that Ian was evil and foul and basically standing for truth screwed the debate up with Kent Hovind.
Oh, did anybody see Sal?
Yeah.
Cordova just did a thing on Kent Hovind calling him out. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of
really.
I kind of want to give credit where credit's due.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep.
So what happened? What happened with Ian Chen then? How did SOT screw that up?
Yeah, apparently he contacted Hovind and basically they decided not to do the debate as a result, and I think they admitted it. So at some point they admitted it.
Yeah, but why wouldn't they do it? Did I miss that?
Because Ian was foul-mouthed or satanic or something. I forget what it
who is.
Ian.
Wait, I saw the debate with Otangelo. He wasn't foul-mouthed at all.
Well,
or I may have missed it.
Yeah, if he'd gotten a hold of Hovind, Hovind would have rage quit in about 30 seconds, like Neff did. I think because he had a lot of material that you didn't hear during that debate that was pretty interesting, funny. He had a lot of funny.
By the way, if you keep me full screen, I will take advantage of that and start showing all kinds of stupid shit.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Thanks for giving us fair warning there, Peter.
Yeah, thank you, Peter. That was
I'm like that. I'm like that.
Here.
Yeah.
So what else is happening? Nothing.
Crickets. Yo, what's up?
I'm going to start doing a channel again.
I'm gonna freestyle. Getting buck wild. Okay, I'm shutting up now. Hey, I still rhymed.
Are you getting buck wild?
Yeah.
Man, you're sounding a little tired there. You probably want to get some more coffee there, Gurr.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
You're slowing down. You're just.
Are you streaming? Are you streaming tonight, Gurr?
Yes, I am. 7:30 Eastern.
Are you going to use StreamYard?
Yes.
Okay. How do you do that?
I click a link and I put some stuff in the page provided, and then I hit go live.
Just any link, or like do you have to type in StreamYard?
I see what you're doing, you little bitch. I see what you're doing. We're not ending the show yet, so you can't do this to me when I don't have to go. It's when I have to go is when you pull this. That's how you do it.
What are you accusing me of?
Take it from the Troll Master, right?
That's right.
The Troll Master, girl.
I only troll people I like.
Girl Master.
Well, thank you for that, you asshole.
Yeah. Anyway.
What the fuck do you do to your enemies? Jesus.
You don't want to know. It's classified.
To kill me if you tell me, right?
That's right. I could tell you.
Yeah.
I have to kill you with kindness. Yeah, it's funny because not to talk about me, but I'm going to talk about me. When I started on YouTube, I always thought to myself, okay, you know, I kind of come off as a little bit mean in some of my videos. And I'm thinking, well, I'm not like, hey, you're all a bunch of fucking idiots, blah, 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 blah. But I've said some spicy stuff. Like this one guy who has a bachelor in theology. I told him in my video response to him, I said, if I were you, I'd get a refund on your education.
Jesus.
Thank you for all of the atheist community. Thank you. I think more atheists need to tell that to people with theology degrees.
Oh, and I was actually a little bit too mean to Sean McDowell, and you personally talked to Sean McDowell? Oh no. Oh, sorry. Yeah, let me correct that. I made a video response to him. I think the video is a doctor of theology has questions for atheists or some crap like that.
Oh yeah.
And at the end of the video, I said it's embarrassing that you can have a PhD and still believe this nonsense, or still be stupid or something like that. And I was like, because the thing is, him and Apologia, you know, got into a discussion. I think they responded to each other's videos, and he was really nice to him. And Apologia even brought to light how he stood up for Apologia when speaking with, I think it was Frank Turek. And I thought, wow, what a stand-up guy. And then I went back and watched my video that I did like a year or two prior, and I thought, yeah, if I do another response to him, I'm going to have to just start off by saying, hey, if you saw my video, which you probably did not, I just want to say I'm sorry if I sounded mean. Girl, okay, what is this?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a new one. I don't think that's
a new one. It's actually pretty creative.
That was a good one.
That's gonna take off. That one.
Yep,
yeah,
that one is for sure.
Take off.
You know, ironically, I find drama amusing, and it does not affect me at all. But I've been naive in that because I realize it does affect other people, and so yeah. So I've had to kind of step back on some of that stuff. Answers in Mania.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
You're doing a stream.
Yes, I am, Jason.
Yes.
And Jason, you should be my number one guest.
Yeah, he won't come in here now because he knows you're doing a shit show. So.
No, Jason. I'm not streaming until it's another hour. So come on in. The water's fine.
I feel kind of bad about not letting Will Kincaid in yesterday, but I think I made the right decision.
Okay, so Will was doing his Thursday stream, and I popped in and I said, what are y'all talking about tonight or something like that? And he gets on the camera. He's like, "Grr, fuck you." He's like, "I went to your buddy's speed stream and he wouldn't let me in." And I died laughing. I thought that was so funny.
Yeah, I just made an executive decision. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
It's a good one. I want to destroy your good name having people on.
So
like
what?
That.
Supposedly he was supposed to do. Will was supposed to do something wacky. What was the wacky thing he did? Do you know, girl?
Oh, I
don't watch.
No idea. I was gonna say when you say he does a wacky thing, you have to be more specific.
Right. Well, it was supposed to be something special, but of course, it wasn't revealed. You had to watch a show, which I wasn't going to. So
and apparently,
curious what it was if you knew.
No, I'm not sure. It was funny because, it's so weird because you have Will, who is a Jew, but he's definitely not a Christian, and he says so much offensive shit that it surprises me that there's other Christians that will tolerate him.
Right.
But what was funny was last night there was a couple of Christians on his channel trying to convince him of Christianity. But so it was funny to see him combat that, because he believes in the Abrahamic God and the Old Testament, as most Jewish faith people do. But he said, yeah, when it comes to Jesus, I think all that's bullshit. And he did not pull any punches in his opinions. And it makes me wonder if if Icky is over there thinking, okay, I wonder if this guy's going to harm my reputation with these new subs that I have, because his sub count has skyrocketed over the last couple of weeks.
Smokey?
Yeah. I think the reason being, as far as I can tell, was he was on this one channel called Just Pray.
That's why he's getting all the he's going crazy, because he's jumped in that neck of the woods. That Dory Love, you got the Dory Love guy, which I think they're fighting with him, I believe. But
well, I'm not entirely sure as far as that goes. I know Oz from Tang had mentioned that on one of his streams last week. But I was going to go to the Just Pray hangout, the very one that I think made Smokey popular. But I was busy, so I thanked him for the invite, because he was on my stream before it went live. But I was too busy.
Yeah, he's got like 10,000 or right around 11,000 subscribers.
Yeah, on TikTok he has 50,000. He told me himself.
Right. Yeah,
I was shocked.
Exactly. Yeah,
and
so he's been going on Smokey's channel too. So Smokey's getting a lot of subscribers from that.
Yeah, and I know when I started to get subs, like when I made it to 1,000 subs, it's because of the Friendly Atheist. Because I was about to give up on my channel. I was about to just say, screw this. Because I had really said everything that I wanted to say.
Yeah.
And I was ready just to say, okay, I'm done with this. Leave it up, but not do anything with it. But then
that's the best way to get subscribers. You got to hook up with people with another channel, and that have a lot of subscribers, because that's look what happened to AJ. AJ hooked up with Pollard, and he got all those. It works really well doing that. Yeah,
it does. And what I would advise anyone who wants to be a YouTuber, take that however you will, is first get yourself a nice catalog of videos. If you do like an hour video, then maybe put out 3 videos that are an hour long. If you do videos like mine, which are usually between 3 and 15 minutes, get about 10 of those out. And then that's when you start trying to hook up with these other people that have more viewers, because now you have something to show for the new audience that you could potentially get.
Right. Yep.
And I've never been a fan of watching long ass videos. And also I'm too lazy to write long ass videos. So I try to keep mine short, simple, and to the point.
Yeah.
And so when I had, enough videos out, I was like, okay, I'm going to just see about talking with a few of these big time YouTubers. I emailed quite a few of them. Most of them didn't get back with me. And then the ones that did just never fell through. But the Friendly Atheist, though, him at Meta, like he was cool. He was like right on point. And so I appreciate that guy more than he knows.
Jason is making the comment, JP's a nice guy, and Danny was on there. I think that was actually the connection. Danny was the one, I think, who basically discovered him first, and kind of, made the connection into this part of the community type thing.
According to Will, he's the reason. Will Kincaid found Just Pray New York.
Maybe that could be. Yeah.
And he got him hooked up. But then Danny's there, so I don't know. Danny introduced me to him. But then Will mentioned on one of his streams, or maybe it was one of mine, that that the reason that Smokey and Just Pray was because of Will introducing the two.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll be right back. The girlfriend's calling. I'm probably in trouble.
You are.
Yep.
She just left my place.
Oh boy!
I heard that, you son of a bitch.
That was good.
Thought you were gone.
That was a good one. Oh, shit.
Well,
all right. So
awkward silence.
Yeah.
Time to shoot her in the head. Oh,
what's Peter doing? What's
Can I
Peter
shoot
got
her?
going here?
Well, I bought something recently. Kangaroo stilts.
What?
You bought
Really?
those?
Okay. Okay, I want a video of you.
I got it.
Are those
already had it
things
for a
you
week
can like
now.
run? You can like run really fast with those, right? Is
Uh,
that kind of what they're for, or what do
Just
you?
take long strides. You can do tricks like jump around and stuff.
Yeah.
How many times you been in the emergency room?
None. I don't think I have.
Not
Been
yet.
Like over
Just
20
how
years.
long? Oh, you've had them for 3 years?
Or Jay, Danny is not here.
No.
Keep your dick
I
in
had
your
it just
pants.
last week.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say.
Speed asked me if I been to an emergency room.
He's only had them for a week, Speed. So give him time; he'll get there.
Yeah.
Haven't touched them yet. Only took them out of the box.
Oh.
Still got the
Oh, there you
bubble
go.
wrap on them.
Said it 3 times. We'll see what happens.
Can I just say that I love Danny? Danny is my favorite person.
Really? I just don't like that guy.
I say that just for you, Speed. Actually, no, I do like Danny. I think
Did
he's great.
everybody watch his debate with Darth on Tom Rabbits?
Oh shit! No, I meant to do that. I
Well,
forgot all about it.
There's not much there to see. It's Danny couldn't even get a sentence out. Like Darth Darth hates him. Really,
This is why
despises him.
I have no desire to attempt to have a discussion with him. It's just the few times he's tried to join, I'm just like, no. Even if we had a moderator, it wouldn't work because he would just be bitching at the moderator the whole time.
Oh,
it's just pointless.
so
I don't
pathetic.
see. I honestly don't see why so many atheists and even other Christians try to converse with that dude, because it's like
I know
talking
it
to a
is.
fucking
Yeah.
wall.
Yep.
Only the wall talks back, but it doesn't actually answer any of your questions.
And it calls you
There's
names.
so much projection, right? Every word out of his mouth is projection. You know, he just insults everybody. That's all his whole argument is, insulting people now. Where if you look way back, go back to his history and see some of his old videos, he didn't do that, and now his whole arguments of that. Now.
And to add to that, David, I've noticed the few pre-suppers that I've engaged with in conversations with, they all act the same. They will interrupt. They will not let you finish your sentence. You'll ask them a question, and then they will completely dodge the question and ask you something else not related.
Yeah.
David, did you say he didn't insult people?
Well, I mean,
he insulted
probably
people
did, but
more
not-
back then than he does now, because he's getting some negative feedback from his fellow Christians that he shouldn't do that because it's not Christian. He was worse.
Yeah, you think so? I don't know. I mean, if you look back at the old ones, the Pal Talk and that stuff, going back that far, they wouldn't allow that. Remember? I mean, insulting.
Yeah, they wouldn't
people
allow
like
that. The moment he got on YouTube.
Well, yeah,
he
for sure.
became-
Yeah. Well, Discord. Once he got onto Discord, basically.
No,
But it
on
progressed.
YouTube, because he spent a long time in YouTube Hangouts before he even went to Discord.
Yeah. Maybe.
And so I came across him there several times, and he used to hang out with a guy called Heretic from the UK. I forgot. This transsexual woman had a channel. I forgot her name. That was his favorite channel to go on and talk, and he was a piece of shit whenever he joined.
Yeah. I mean, you look at his argument, but I mean, I guess kind of what I mean is his argument is all insulting, pretty much. That's 90% of his argument now, where you go back a while, it was only 10% of his argument. You know what I mean? So it was kind of. He's definitely changed. I mean, people have just know his stick. They know the arguments and know, basically how to defeat him. So he has to find some way of avoiding that, right?
I think the only reason people still want to talk to him is because everyone thinks that they can actually get him to have a conversation, and it's not working.
Yeah, and I get that, because I'm sure I would have felt that way had I not seen so many of his debates where it doesn't matter how reasonable or how nice you are to him, it will get you nowhere. You won't even be able to finish making a point. That guy, Redefine Living, he's another preceptor, and he's the same way. I plan to upload the clip of me and him talking on Praise's stream from a couple months back, because my god.
Well, go to any Darth. He hangs out with Darth like every day, all the time.
Oh, it does not surprise me.
Oh yeah, he's in there with him all the time.
And most people change over time. Some are nice and then they get mean. Some it's the opposite. For me, I used to be a really terrible person, but now I'm as sweet as can be. Like, I'm never sarcastic. I never try to keep people talking when they should actually be doing other things.
Never troll.
I never troll
anybody.
I never troll Dr. Josh at all, because I respect the guy.
Yep.
Yeah, you show a lot of respect. Yep.
Thank you, Speed.
So what time are you doing your stream today?
Oh my god, how many times? What? You know what?
An hour.
Thank you for asking. I don't know why I was getting outraged by that question.
I always get outraged by your streams.
Well, everybody's been asking, and I'm like, I've said this like a bazillion times. How many times I gotta say it?
Okay, say it again, just one more time, because I don't pay any attention to you, girl.
Okay, so David, will you tell Speed that my stream is starting at 7:30 Eastern time?
Speed.
What time is the stream starting, Dave?
Listen very carefully, Speed. Listen very carefully.
Turn your hearing aids on, Speed.
Tell me, Dave.
7:30 Eastern
7:30. Oh,
Standard Time.
Grr. So you're having a stream at 7:30.
That would be
you
Eastern
son of a
Standard.
bitch.
Yes, I am. Hey guys, let's shoot in the head.
Hey, okay, I am not trolling you right now. Speed, I do have a serious question. Okay.
What?
When did you start? Well, never mind. I've asked you this question. Never mind. I remembered the answer. Never mind. See?
Wait. No, what was it? No.
My question was going to be
YouTube, right?
Yeah. When did you start your Answers in Atheism YouTube channel?
About a year and a half ago.
May 2020.
So your channel has grown faster than mine, because I had mine for a year before I made it to, I think, 300 subs. I think.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Are you sure of that date? Yeah. Well, yeah. So that would be a year and a half. Yeah.
May 6th, I think, 2020. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where you at? Yeah.
And I'm not being sarcastic when I say Ox is my favorite person in the entire world.
Yes.
And you started doing live stuff like immediately, right?
No. Wait. Who? Me or Speed? I'm sorry.
Speed.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you have any like short form videos, like an essay or a response or to other people?
I got some really bad ones out there. But
hey, don't worry. I have plenty of videos where I look back and I'm like, okay, I don't know why I said that. And I'm not even talking insults. I'm like, why did I use that?
It is kind of interesting how you change. Like if you look back at some of the things you talked about or what you said way back then compared to what you are like now.
I started the weather report in June of 2020.
How did y'all meet Danny? Where did Danny come from?
Danny came in. When the hell was it? God, it was late 2020, I think, that Danny came in. And I thought he was valuable at first.
Did he just find your stream like any of us do? We were just YouTubing and we're like, oh,
yeah. I think he just stumbled on it. Yeah.
Speed found me.
Yeah. I was on your stream, I think.
He was looking for a top dog.
Yeah.
Speed, I got a question now. Like those, if you go all the way back to May or when you first started the weather report, I didn't look at your homepage. Those videos actually still on your channel? Going that far back? Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have a weather report playlist, and I think maybe I don't have them all in there yet because there's goddamn many of them. But yeah, they were pretty. It was pretty bad. Immutable was on all the time, and Leo. And,
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Then I
used to come in and chat with you on the morning ones when you were doing it in the morning.
How did you meet Leo?
God, I don't even know. He found the channel, and ended up coming in. I'm not sure. Maybe Immutable. Because Immutable was like he was always on in the very beginning, and then me and him kind of forked paths.
Yeah. Well, you guys were trying to
Immutable forked it up.
Scientific, whatever, trying to do some sort of a scientific type channel together at the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, and so David, you said that you saw Speed streaming one day, and you were like, "Oh, let me check this guy out."
I don't know why. I haven't actually I haven't started making videos for this channel yet, so I haven't started producing content yet. I intend to start sometime within the next year or two. So anyway,
that's a good idea. Yeah. You should call it Answers in Atheism. Why am I hearing that?
Speed, yeah, you're echoing again, Speed.
Oh, just keep at it and it'll go away. Let's see if I mute my mic.
It'll just fix itself.
Speed was listening with his mouth open again.
Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna shoot her in the head. Echoey, shoot it in the head. Am I still echoing?
I can't remember.
Yes.
I don't even know how I found Speed's channel.
What in the fuck?
But he used to do, like he said, the weather reports in the morning, and he'd do them alone. Like, he just
one man show.
And then I started jumping in.
Okay, shut off echo cancellation. Now what happens?
I plan to do one man shows when I'm able to upgrade my system to where I can actually watch videos live. Because right now on my laptop, it kills my connection speed. So
yeah, I've got like 12 programs running right now. I'm surprised my laptop's even breathing.
How many computers do you use when you do these things?
Just one. I've got a MacBook Pro 2019.
Oh, fancy. Scott, how did you find Speed in this here community? I do declare.
Well, I do not remember.
I know. Me neither. I don't know if I somehow through
I know he was I can't remember whose he was in.
That's what it was. I think when Rage was battling with Smokey, and then you ended up getting in the battles because remember Smokey started in on his Speed of Pedo or whatever the hell he called you. And, I think that's
Speed of Pedo.
I think that's how I ended up finding you.
I should pick a fight with Smokey again. I'll get more subs.
You should. Hey, actually, I don't even know. How did we meet? How did I find this channel?
I found you, I think, or no, you.
I think through Rage's channel too, Gur, because you used to go to Rage's way back.
Well, I think you were just drunk and you just randomly clicked on a link and there you are.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, I remember. Actually, get this. I found Answers in Atheism in this panel because one day after me and LPP, we had just met on stream one time. He came to my stream and we started talking, and he mentioned, he said, a lot of these Evo atheists hate me, like Speed of Pudding. And I said, who is Speed of Pudding? Who is that?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's how it happened. Yeah.
Well, thank you, John.
Yeah, so John, thank you. But get this, when he said that, I thought, okay, that sounds familiar. I've heard of Answers in Atheism and Speed of Sound. I've seen that name around, but then the next day or the next week, Speed or LPP told me in one of his other streams, he was like, "Hey, I don't know if you heard, but Pudding and the gang were talking about our conversation from last night."
Oh,
and I was like, "Who is this?" So I Googled it or I YouTubed it and found it.
Yep.
Actually, I even left a comment. I said, "Hey, that's me," and then I put the minute mark.
Yep.
When did the name change happen?
Materialist, Dan, I'm not actually doing it. This is still open flow conversation. Now, if the stream ends, you know, never mind. I'm saying too much.
I'm not sure, Top Dog. I know it was Leo's suggestion that he came up with Answers in Atheism. I think, pretty sure it was Leo.
It was like,
and I immediately I changed it within 1 hour of him making that suggestion.
Got on your
that's right. What was the original
forums?
Speed of Sound of Gravity.
Oh, Speed. That's
Speed
right.
Of Sound of Gravity, and
that's
the reason
right.
I did of Gravity is because Speed of Sound got too many hits, you know, on other channels, so I had to differentiate it, and I wasn't happy with that at all. But I just thought, well, if I were on mushrooms and I was thinking about Speed of Sound, I'd probably add of Gravity. So it was a mushroom sort of thing.
Where did you get that name from, Speed of Sound? Or did you just say that? Because I kind of zoned out. I'm sorry.
Oh, I've told this story before. So Speed of Sound is a song by a band called A3 or Alabama 3. And it's a cover of a John Prine sound. It's a John Prine song called Speed of Sound of Loneliness. And that was my full name originally, but usually it's too long.
Of Loneliness?
Speed of Sound of Loneliness. That's the name. That's the name of the song. Okay, look it up by A3 and listen to it. It's really a great song. And what it does is it actually breaks my heart because it's what I did to my first wife, basically. You know, I come home late, I come home fucked up. Is the line that really got to me. And it's like, because that describes what I did to that poor woman. But that's all I did was come home fucked up or come home late. And anyway, so that's where I got the name Speed of Sound, and I've had it on forums since 2006, I think, or 2004. So,
I think I do remember you telling me this.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, we're going to shoot her in the head. What do you think?
Stay curious.
Yeah.
I think Gura has one more question, though.
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
What do you? No, I would never troll. Okay, but now that you mention it, Speed, are you going to continue the weather report? You know, on a five days a week basis, or are you going to reduce it? Because I've noticed you've kind of slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, we're taking, like, I think we're going to slow it down a little bit because I am working on how to do videos. So I may slow it down to 3 days a week, which will be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for a while. But definitely next week is going to be like 1 or 2 at the most. So.
Oh yeah, Christmas coming up.
Yeah, Christmas is coming up, and they got a lot of stuff we do with the family. So anyway. So yeah, I don't know, and I am going to put a schedule up on that community page.
That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, that was so that people know when I'm going to do it. But I got to slow down because 5 days a week, it's almost like a job, you know.
Yeah, I get that. But anyways, that's all my questions.
Okay, we're shooting in the head. Goodbye, cruel world.